Everybody, welcome back to Sith and Bricks. Today we're building set number 75281, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. I have the older one of this set, and I'm curious to see how this compares to it.
Yeah, we're going to do a little compare and contrast at the end. We are Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, set number 75281, has 248 peaches.
Peaches.
Wow, not apples. Not apples. It has 248 peaches. 248 pieces, and it is a 7+ set. Wow. Starting this one off. Awesome.
Yep, 10 out of 10.
There we go. So this one includes the Jedi Interceptor. It includes Anakin Skywalker as one of the minifigures, and the other one is the R2D2 droid.
Speaking of Anakin, as I opened the box, there is something very interesting about that figure I would like to show.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one has two spring-loaded shooters, and the flaps on the Interceptor fold out. It looks like it says there's a spare ammo clip under the wing. That's nice. And there is Anakin and R2D2.
This box.
Are you doing okay over there?
Yeah, this box is being a pain.
Yeah, the ones that open from the back like that, unless you just rip it open, if you're trying to keep it nice and neat, it's a little bit more challenging. And by the way, this is a $30 set, and according to Lego.com, it is currently still available.
Although we bought this one from Amazon.
Did we?
Yeah, we got it with the older one.
Okay. Oh yeah, I bought them at the same time, that's right. So that'll be interesting to see at the end.
Yeah, sadly, I didn't notice this until just now, but there's actually a dent in the back of the box here that I didn't see earlier, so.
Yeah,
Did you see that on the camera?
No. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can see it.
You could kind of see it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, for whatever reason, when they come from Amazon, a lot of times the boxes are banged up. When we get them from Lego, they're typically in pretty good condition, but when we get them from Amazon, every once in a while, it seems like we get a banged up box. So today we're also going to dive into a little bit more Would You Rather. And this one's a little bit different because this one's not Lego Star Wars, but Star Wars specific. And you have not seen these questions yet.
Nope.
So the first one that we have here is, would you rather be stuck in a spacecraft with Jar Jar Binks or Rathtar?
Jar Jar Binks, because at least it would be punny. That was a really bad joke. I promise I won't say it again.
That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
And this is why I don't say jokes.
You don't dig Rathtar?
I mean, he probably would eat you. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going with Jar Jar as well.
he'd probably just go nom.
The next one is, who would you rather have as your co-pilot, Poe Dameron or Chewbacca?
I mean, I'm gonna say Chewbacca just because he knows ships like the back of his hand, and he also knows how to repair ships. So it's
Well, how old is Chewie? Because isn't he like ancient? He's been flying way longer than Poe.
Yeah, I don't think he's like Yoda old though.
No, I don't think he's that old. Oh, here we go. In Solo, a Star Wars story, it's confirmed that Chewbacca is 190 years old.
Yeah, that's why I picked Chewbacca though, because he has the experience.
As I would also argue that he's a little bit more mature than Poe. At least the Poe all the way up until the end. He didn't take his responsibilities. He's a little fly by the seat of your pants until the last movie.
Yeah, and even in the last movie, for the most of it, he was like.
Okay, here's one that I know the answer to this. Which droid would you rather have as your sidekick, BB-8 or R2D2?
R2D2 is better equipped. Sure, R2 could be on a roll, haha. These puns are
Yeah,
very
you've
bad.
got to stop. This is getting embarrassing for me, and I'm not the one that wants to be here.
Trust me, this
Okay.
jokes
Um.
could be
So
worse.
you're going with R2?
Yeah, R2's just better equipped, and he has jet, jet rocket leg things. Not really a jetpack, but
Yeah. Uh,
anyway. So,
so I really like BB-8's design, but the question is, the question isn't which one do you think looks cooler. The question is which one would you rather have as a sidekick? Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna have to go with R2.
yeah, he's in my opinion, I like R2 more, and he's better equipped.
Yeah, I
But
think he has a better personality. If a droid can have a personality, R2's is better.
so very quickly, I wanted to point out Anakin here. Let's see if I could get him here. Okay, so the Anakin that's in this set is actually the Anakin from the same Mustafar set, and that the only difference is the head printing. Why this is interesting is because in that scene, Anakin's Jedi robes are not torn, but here they are because it's Lego said that they use Photoshop to sorry, they use Photoshop to make the torsos, and that I'm just think it's interesting how they didn't like black over the area.
Yeah, it was probably because they already had it created, and the only difference they had to do was the head.
Yeah.
So there's a less design effort involved in that. Um, I'm jumping to the next one.
Apparently, I cannot speak or make puns today.
Well, at least you're not giving away. At least you're not, you know, determining the number of things in peaches. Okay, which furry friend would you rather get to know, Porg or Ewok?
Hmm.
It's not asking which one's cuter. It's not asking. It's asking which one
Wug.
you would rather want to get to know a Porg. How do you get to know a Porg? That's like getting to know a chicken.
Or getting to know a dog. How about that one?
No, that's different. Dogs and chickens are not the same thing.
I like dogs.
I'm going with the Ewok because they actually are more than.
Unless if you're a golden god, they're gonna kill you. So
No, no, that's not true. They
that's the only reason Han and Luke weren't trying to like
well
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
in the beginning, but I'd rather get to know the Ewok. They actually have personalities. A Porg is just a chicken with big eyes.
Committed some war crimes and kind of lied to the Ewoks. That's the only reason they lived.
Well, it happens. All right. Who would you rather have look after you? Fish nuns or C3PO?
C3PO probably knows his stuff more, saying that he's
But he's a
probably.
coward.
So it's who would rather look after you, not.
You would rather have a droid look after you than something that's more like a mother figure?
I mean,
I
just thinking of like
so
experience. Like,
let's see. It says who would you rather have look after you? So 3PO, can he cook?
possibly. We never see it.
Can
Rather
he mend a wound?
possibly.
According to the behind the scenes things, he couldn't even move his fingers until like the fourth movie. um, you're going with 3PO. I'm sorry, I'm taking the fish nun. Yeah, I'd rather have someone that can cook and actually help me if I'm hurt. I don't think I want to go with a droid that A could run out of batteries, B probably doesn't cook very well, and C can barely move his fingers. I mean, the most he's going to be able to do is call for help. And let's be honest, 3PO runs from almost everything. So you don't see him running into fires. All right, let's who would you rather have on your team during an intergalactic fight? Han Solo or Finn? I'm going with who are you going with?
Well, Finn has good aim, but not as good as Han Solo one. And I highly doubt Rey's just gonna give him the lightsaber, and even then he was destroyed. So I think Han Solo's better equipped. So
It depends. See, it says intergalactic fight. So they're specifically talking about fighting, and Han fights when he has to. Finn was a stormtrooper.
Yeah,
So he actually was trained to fight.
yeah, but you don't in the movies. He never actually wins. Like
Yeah, he did.
he.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, think about that one scene though at Maz's castle where he had a lightsaber and he was defeated with a
Are you talking about the cantina? Because I don't remember a castle.
yeah a castle. Maz's Maze's castle that had a cantina in it,
I remember the cantina. I don't remember castle.
but
But the
he was destroyed by a stormtrooper with a lightning rod, and he had
but
a lightsaber.
but he did kind of beat the tar out of Phasma.
I feel like that's more of an anger thing than it was actual strategy. But okay,
I don't know.
I feel like that's just him really angry.
Uh, I don't know because Han seems to find ways out of things all the time too.
I kind of like that one scene where you put the Falcon on the Sword Destroyer.
Minus the minus the death scene, he seems to get out of everything. Hmm. I don't know. Anyway, who'd you pick?
Han.
You picked Han. Man, I am so leaning towards Finn right now.
Yeah, then. Big Finn.
Only because it says intergalactic fight. It doesn't say who would you want with you if you were in a jam. Because if I was in a jam, definitely Han Solo. Like if I was just mixed up in something and needed help out of it, that's one thing. But in a fight, I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would go with Han.
It also depends on the who is in the fight. Like if there's like a whole bunch of Siths in this fight, none of them are gonna win.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming since we're talking intergalactic, it'd be like bucketheads. It'd be stormtroopers. And if it's a bunch of stormtroopers, they can't hit the broadside of a barn. So either one of them, Han or Finn, is going to be useful.
Unless if this is the Mandalorian and all of a sudden they have really good aim, then
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Finn. I think I'm gonna go with Finn. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way. I just think that if I'm in a fight, I'd rather have Finn. If I was in, I don't know, if I was in a casino and found myself in trouble, I would go for Han, I guess. Um, which royal would you rather spend the afternoon with, Padme or Leia?
hmm.
As the character, not as the real person.
Yeah, but
So as the
I have
real person,
to pick Padme because I mean Padme's definitely more chill one, and two, if I go with Leia, more than likely something bad's gonna happen.
yeah, everything around Leia was falling apart. I guess having Vader as a father kind of helps with that. But every time we saw her, something bad was happening. With Padme, there was at least a few chill moments, and she seemed a more calm,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
what I was saying, like way more chill.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Padme on that one too. Who would you rather face in a fight, Kylo Ren or Darth Vader?
Obviously, Kylo Ren.
Yeah, and because of the same thing that you said about Finn, he's got anger issues. So he's under less control, which leads to mistakes, which is why he got his butt kicked by someone that wasn't trained in the Jedi arts in the beginning anyway.
Hey, Ray,
So yeah, I don't care how much force they gave her. There's no way that there's no way that Kylo Ren should have lost to Rey.
Kylo Ren lost by a girl who swings a lightsaber like a baseball bat and hopes it hits something. So
Yeah, that was a hard sell for me in that movie. I get what they were trying to do by giving her like so much force power, but it was a little bit,
too much.
well, yeah, a little bit much, a little unrealistic in my opinion. So yeah, I would rather fight Kylo because I'm afraid Vader would just whoop my butt.
Vader Vader would probably just grab you and yeet you off an edge.
Yeah, he's got that death grip that I just don't want nothing to do with. All right, where are we at? finally, who would you rather have as your Jedi teacher, Yoda or Obi-Wan? This was not easy for me because I would rather have both, which Luke did.
Well,
But I would, yeah, this is,
I'm thinking Yoda because he's older and wiser, and he'd probably know more about the Force than Obi-Wan.
yeah, I just didn't like all Yoda's, uh,
Ways of teaching.
yeah, his methods would have driven me crazy. Just tell me what you want. Quit, quit beating around the bush. Just tell me what it is. But the whole point of that is to make Luke think, which I get. But yeah, call me a lazy learner. I'm going with Obi-Wan.
I go with Yoda,
I'm gonna go with Yoda.
even though he's like 70 pounds and he wants to strap himself on your back.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm going with Obi-Wan. All right, and that is that.
That is that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's get back over here. Go back to the main build. So where are we at?
We are 2/3 into the build now.
All right.
Just chilling.
Now, what is so the other? I'm gonna pull this up while we're talking real quick. This would be brick. There we go, brick economy. So the other set that we have that is the Jedi Interceptor is what?
What do you mean is what? Set number or
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the difference in time between these two. Okay, so this one is the 2020 set, and the other one is the 2014 set. Yep, that's what it is.
yeah.
So, and let's go into the old one real quick. Yeah, 75038 is the other one that we have. And this one is from February. It was released in 2014 and it retired in 2015. It was 223 pieces. And this one, there it is, is 248. So this one actually has more pieces. Or peaches, if you were listening to the beginning of the podcast.
Peaches.
Yeah, so there's slightly more pieces in this one. Now let's see, how is this one doing? The 2014 set, 75038, is from 2014, sub-theme episode 3. It also had 2 minifigures, and they were the same minifigures, except the R2 different?
No.
No, okay, it looks the same.
Oh, the Anakin is.
Okay. And I was trying to see from a price perspective. So this one was $25. Is that what it says? The older one was $25, and it says new sealed, it's worth $77. I don't think I paid $77 for this set.
No, you pay like 130.
Yes, no, it says right here I paid $24.99.
20.
Yeah, I added it in here. So
That can't be. That
let's see what did they got
I
this
think
in?
that's right because that's.
Yeah,
You would tell me.
no, it is. Yeah. So the price just recently went up.
Hmm.
It dropped. It looks like in January of 2020, it dropped, and then it has slowly gone back up to right now where Brick Economy is estimating it, believe it or not, to be between $90 and $100.
You would tell. I. I still don't think that's right though
Oh, I'm
because you
sorry.
would.
That was in 2020. So right now it's between $80 and $90. It's been going up and down for several years now. It's like a serious sine wave here.
Yeah, I don't think that's right though
No,
because you were telling me about how expensive it
no, not
is.
this one. Not this one. It was the other one. Yeah, this one wasn't that expensive. I can pull it up later and out of Amazon and look, but this one wasn't as expensive as the other one we were trying to get because we got a couple of them at the same time.
Which one am I thinking about then? That was so expensive.
That would have been Thrawn. The Thrawn set was really expensive. And there was also one of the brick heads was actually really expensive too.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't have. Hold on, I got Amazon up now. Oh, Scooby Doo was also like over $100. That one was expensive.
I like the Scooby Doo theme, but it's sadly gone.
Yeah, I want to get the other set that they had. I like the Mystery Machine, but there's one other one I want to get because they don't. All the characters weren't with the Mystery Machine. You only got three, so that one was and that's a little frustrating.
Higher gang, as they call themselves,
Yeah, I
even
mean it would have been.
even though they're not a gang.
What am I logged in as? Orders. Oh, that's why it's only the past 3 months.
Is the piece counter for dropped pieces up there yet?
No, I still need to do that. Yeah,
Because I just dropped two in a row, so.
we need to. How many streams can we go in a row without dropping pieces?
So far, zero.
Yeah, so far it's been none. So there's the Thrawn set. That one was over 100. The Anakin's Pod Racer was expensive. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I take it back. That one was 50. Oh,
That's expensive.
Slave One.
What is it? Slave one?
The Slave One was almost $300. Yep,
Hmm.
that was it.
That's,
And that came right after the Naboo Starfighter.
I still think that it's odd how it's that how the old Interceptor was at price just because usually on Amazon the price is upped a lot.
Well, no, it's not always up to a lot. A lot of times it's exactly the same as it is in Lego.com or
I'm talking about
some
like
other
retired
places.
sets.
Retired sets. It depends on timing. Like everything comes in waves. Like, see, here it is. That one's 24. That's the one you're working on now.
Yeah, that's the new one though.
The Resistance A Wing was another one that was on Amazon. That one was not that bad. That was just under 40. And then we have the Bust. That was around the same time. Here it is. $99.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you're
I
right.
thought it
Yeah, right.
was.
It is. It was a little bit more. It was actually twice. Well, it was more than twice, but so this one was at $100. So it's still right in the same range as it was when we bought it, I guess. Well, not anymore because it's used, but
Yeah, I knew it wasn't
I couldn't remember.
very.
There's so many because I remember Thrawn was a big deal. That was really hard to get,
Yeah,
and
Amazon
and then we
accidentally.
ended up with two of them. There was
Accidentally
that
gave us.
one. Yeah, there was that one, and then there was also. Oh, it wasn't an accident. That was just a whole big mess with that one. There's hold on. We still have these bagged figures too that we never. There were the brick heads. There was one of the brick heads that was a little bit pricey too.
It was the Boba Fett
Was it Boba
brickhead.
Fett?
Yeah,
Because we got the Boba Fett helmet in here as well.
yeah, the Boba Fett brickhead costed.
Cost.
It,
But
yeah,
let's
cost.
go back over here. So yeah, so the old one, yeah, the price just keeps fluctuating up and down. So in 2019, it was all the way down to 57. In 2017, it was 45. In 2016, it was down to 40. And it started at 25. So it's like a sine wave. It just keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, but gradually more and more up. So that's interesting.
Yep.
I wish they had a way to do the comparison on these two because it'd be neat to have them side by side.
Which ones?
Just both of these sets.
I mean, we have both of them.
No, no, no. I mean on Brick Economy.
Oh,
I wish they had it so that you could put it in there and put it side by side. I haven't seen that feature yet.
it might not be a thing yet.
Yeah. But they do have quite a few things on here. I mean, the features they do have are very useful.
If you're interested in getting expensive Lego,
I mean, they've got the UPC codes and everything in here.
mm-hmm.
Sub-theme analysis. So episode 3 had 46 sets. And it was from 2005 to 2020, so apparently still going. Had a lifespan of 16 months. I guess that means most of them had a 16-month lifespan, because if it's still going, it's longer than 16 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then the annual growth on it was almost 10%. So that's not too shabby. Not too many things you can invest in that go up in price like that.
Unless if it's like an very exclusive thing.
What is that?
That's the droid
Droid
gunship.
gunship.
That came out a long time ago.
Yeah, it did. 2014.
Although it's really cool.
Now, although the first one came out in 2014 and this one came out in 2020, there's not a lot of differences between the two, but there are some.
Yeah, there are a few sets I want Lego to remake, like the Tri-Fighter and the Vulture Droid and things like that.
How about the General Grievous wheel bike? That one does not work for me. That looks very, at least in this picture, it does not translate right. But I am a Grievous fan.
Same.
Yeah, there's the Vulture droid from 2014. The V-Wing.
I actually might make a Vulture Droid microfighter at some point.
Yeah, we need to. You've got like several microfighters that you've done that we need to get caught up on. What was that?
My elbow hit the table. I really hope.
Oh man, that was
Yeah,
loud.
I'm sorry if you're like on the podcast or something and you just hear a big boom.
Podcast. Anybody listening? They're gonna hear that boom. Um, yeah, you've got. Let's see if I can pull it up.
I do admit that I have gone and watched my own podcast like once for background noise. I wasn't actually listening to it.
Okay, it's on the other.
I just focus better with background noise.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, it's in the MOCs. So the one that you just recently did was the Bad Batch shuttle, right?
Yeah.
That was the last one that we actually put together.
The last one that we uploaded on the thing.
Yeah, the last instruction set. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And there's at least what 5 other ones that we need to do.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, I think there's several other ones that we have to do. Let me pull this one up because this is actually kind of cool.
If you want, you could change the camera and show people things.
Yeah,
with
I was gonna
microfighters.
do that, but the file is on one computer and I need to get it on the other.
Oh,
So I need to do a little drop here. And then we can share. Sharing is
now
sharing.
it's time to copy and paste the left wing to copy paste the left wing to the right wing. And by the way, on the Would You Rather, I changed my mind about C3PO because I just now noticed that he isn't a medical droid, so
No, he is not.
yeah. For some reason,
All
I
right, here we
thought he
go.
was for a second, but
I'm gonna switch cameras here. And we're gonna jump over to this view. There we go. And there is the Bad Batch Shuttle Microfighter mock. And we have, I don't know how many pages, 53 pages as we scroll through this real quick. This actually came out really cool.
I was hoping that I could find a more rounded piece that would go for the actual body, but I couldn't find any. And on the Lego instruction digital designer I was using, the light gray looked very bright through the dark gray. So I used black to separate the area because
Yeah, we got 3 pages on the parts list. Now, this one, what I love about this tool that you use for this, hold on, it just went white. That was not what I meant to do. There we go. So what I really like about this tool that you use, Studio 2.0, is so there's a thing I like and a thing I don't like. A thing I like is the fact that you can get the instruction, that you can get the parts list. What I don't like is it doesn't add it to the instructions. So if you want it, you have to go out
so
and you have to add it yourself. And yeah, that means basically you open it up and you have to do a screenshot and then you have to copy and paste that into your instructions, which can be kind of a pain in the butt.
and annoying.
Yeah, it's a little challenging. So the open it up real quick. I've got to get better at talking and doing something at the same time because I have to like completely quit talking to open a folder, which is really sad. Here we go. All right, so yeah, so you have the opportunity to go in and actually create the instructions, which is cool. But like I said, the parts list is not added to the instructions. So that would be huge. If I'm wanting to export a PDF with someone to be able to build this, the thing that they need is the instructions. So if you're watching this and you know something that we don't, leave a note in the comments because this is one of my frustration points with this tool.
Just to make sure, they can't see the thing, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I was actually looking at it for another reason. So the other thing that's really cool about this tool, I just got to find it, is not only can you export the instructions as a PDF, you can also 3D render what you're making, which is super cool. That means you can actually create and render something even if you don't have all the parts yourself, but you can have, Aiden, where is it?
Where's what?
Uh,
Are you looking for the render button?
oh, here it is, model info. So model info, and you get this parts list. And then you also get a tab that says physical information. And it literally tells you how many studs, the width, the length, the height.
The size, the weight.
Yeah, the size and the weight. It'll also tell you when you go to the parts list, how much, if you don't have any of these parts and you want to make this build and you need to order these parts from Bricklink, it'll actually tell you how many parts there are. So in this case, this is 111 pieces. And it will tell you that it'll tell you the price for all the parts. So in this particular, $26.51.
Yeah,
52 cents.
when I make these, I try to keep them the same size and around the same area as most microfighters, so then they're not too big to be considered a
Yeah,
microfighter.
so it would cost you probably with taxes about 28 bucks to build this yourself if you had to go out and buy all the parts. But that is one of the cool features I like about Studio 2.0, is it gives you all that cool information and it does give you the parts list, but again, it's something that you have to, you got to go in, you got to pull it up, you got to screenshot it, then you got to copy and paste it in Photoshop, and then you got to add it to the ends. And if you want to do any branding on it or anything, you got to do that yourself. So that's one of my hangups on this, because that does make this process a lot longer to do. You could do all the colors and the color schemes, and I mean, other than the front page where it's the picture of the model or the build with the logo, I mean, that's just an image in Photoshop that you can add to the beginning of your instructions. But at the end here, when we get to this parts list, this is actually two screenshots, one on each side. So there's one on the left, one on the right, and it's basically page one, page two, and then I have to scroll down, do two more screenshots, and I have to scroll down, do two more screenshots, bring it into Photoshop, piece it all together. And if you look carefully, I don't know if you can see this on the stream or not, but right here in the middle, you can see where the lines didn't line up exactly. And that's from piecing these two screenshots together and then change the background color so that it kind of matches the flow of everything else. So yeah, anyway, I thought this was cool. This is a really cool mock. I am going to take the other ones that you did, the other five, I think.
Yeah, and there's still several more that aren't even in the digital thing yet.
Yeah, there's a couple that you haven't even put up there yet. We can preview the other ones though. Hold on, let me.
If you really want, that could even be like a special thing for this, though. I
Well,
mean,
we can go through. We can go through and preview what they are without going through the instructions. I just got to go over to Bricklink real quick.
yeah, I could even like go to my room very quickly and grab one of them for like a demonstration thing for the live stream. I mean,
I'm
not live stream.
Yeah, I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the ones that are here,
Mm.
not the one that you built.
Even though there are a few.
Where are they? The one you built, you don't have instructions for. I'm talking about the ones you actually have instructions
Yeah.
for. And we went straight to R2. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we're not logged in.
Yeah, it's weird how it always logs you out. But
It's also weird that only three of them are showing up.
oh, that's normal.
Oh, we didn't actually publish it to the studio yet. That's why. That's why. Oh, that makes sense. So we have the TIE Bomber Microfighter mock, the AT-ST Raider mock, the Rebel A-Wing mock, the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, which is cool looking. That's a microfighter mock. Placekill Imperial Troop Transport, the Republic Y-Wing microfighter mock, and Luke's. It's a small Luke's Landspeeder mock.
Yeah, the mining guild TIE fighter is a work in progress. It's not the best one, and I'm gonna change the cockpit a little bit and make it look better.
Yeah, none of these are actually published yet. So let me switch back over real quick. There we go. So let's look at your Y-wing. Did we even have a good picture of it yet?
No, we do not have a rendered image yet.
Oh wow.
I really,
Yeah, we did not render the image on this one.
although this one is one of my favorites, I absolutely love how this one turned out.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of the IP issue, these you can't actually purchase, which is why we just put them out for free on the website. Once we get them done, we put them out on the website so you guys can download it. And we try to get the parts list in there because we want to make sure that if you don't have it, you have the ability to get those parts from Bricklink and build it yourself. So there you go. There's the non-rendered version of the Y-wing there. That's pretty slick. And then let's go back.
I mean, it's gonna take me a little bit longer to build this, so if you wanted to show him how the rendering works.
I don't have Studio on this machine, the one that I'm doing the demo with. So I can't really show it to him on here. We could set it up on the, I don't know if I would even want to run it on this machine because this laptop really isn't that powerful. So we'd have to do it the other way. Go back and see if we can look at the other one. There we go. And then here we have the Mining Guild TIE Fighter. And we can step through this one real quick. Whoa, whoa, it just got super huge. There we go.
You accidentally zoomed in.
Yeah, I did.
And when you zoom in, it gets really zoomed in.
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
you
There we
go
go.
into the build and out the other side.
Yeah, so we can zoom out. There we go. And there's the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, the unrendered version. So that's the last step. Okay, cool.
Here's
Let's see
a
that real quick.
here's an interesting question. Do
Uh,
you think that you could take these technically 3D models and use them to have like in games and stuff? Do you think
I
that
don't
would
know
be
what you mean by games and stuff.
like you know how the Lego Star Wars games, every single brick when you break something falls apart? Do you think this is similar to what they do when they just turn into a 3D model in the game? I don't know how it works,
If
but
it's a 3D game, it's a 3D model. They just use different software because they have to add all the physics and math to it.
yeah, I just
Yeah, in this particular case, because there's no real movement other than just dragging, there's not a lot to it. So this is the Rebel A-Wing mock, microfighter mock. This one, again, we still have to finish the instructions on all these. Let's go back to my studio. Where's the other one? The ATST Raider. This is also a microfighter build. I don't know if you guys are noticing this or not, but these are actually super quick builds. These are not like crazy big. Like this one only has 36 steps.
yeah, one of them almost had 66 steps.
Yeah, so there's,
Order 66.
yeah, this one has a, there you go, ATST Raider microfighter. Is this the one you said looked a little chubby on purpose? Or was that a different one?
I mean, all microfighters are supposed to look a little chubby. That's just how they are. So,
My studio.
all of them are a little bit on the thicker side, I guess you could say.
Now, for those that don't watch Clone Wars and Rebels, they may not have seen that yellow TIE fighter before. But that is a real thing. That is not something that he just made up. That's from the Mining Guild. We don't see the Mining Guild TIE fighters in the movies at all, right?
Nope.
That's only in the Clone Wars
And Rebels.
and Rebels, yeah.
They're a big deal in Rebels.
And then the TIE Bomber microfighter is the one that you're looking at right now.
Oh, it's like
That one is 54 steps. There we go. See if I can make that a little bit. Oh, yeah, zooming on this thing's crazy. There we go.
yeah, it's really
Top,
easy to like zoom it out
side,
of existence.
back. Yep, there we go. And last but not least, oh, that gunship is. You said the gunship was trash, right?
Not that it's
It's
trash,
a
but
re.
it's work in
It's not
progress.
trash. It's just a work in progress or
Yeah.
a reject.
Oh,
Well, let's do the troop transport. Let's do the troop transport because this one's a work in progress too. But I actually think this one's kind of cool looking.
I'm working on the back a little bit, and that's it. I'm really happy with how the front turned out. And I accidentally built the wrong transport. That's the wrong one.
Oh, well, which one were you trying to build?
I was trying to build the armored marauder, and I accidentally
Oh,
built the troop transport.
gotcha. Yeah, that one has more steps than most of them. And there is now this one's not a microfighter. This one's play scale.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, if you tried to build this, I think it said it would be like $84 because of the one piece I used.
Yeah, that's pricey. And it's weird how some pieces are super expensive and others are like pennies on the dollar. But yeah, there's the Imperial Troop Transport play scale mock. All right, what do you got going over here?
So I have the Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. So I'm gonna go get the older 2013.
And do the compare and contrast?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Was it 2013 or 2014 or
14.
okay.
Yeah, 2014.
I have returned.
Okay.
This time with some backup here with the 2014, right? Just double checking.
Mm-hmm. 14.
Okay. The 2014 Anakin's Jedi Interceptor and the 2020 Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. So
the older one is on the right, the newer one's on the left. This is the older one.
yeah.
Okay, so that's on the right, the new one's on the left. Okay.
So I'm gonna first start off with the older one. So I'm gonna move this one out of the way. So probably the most obvious difference between the two is the front cannons. These things are very obvious and they're very dark and black, and you could see them really well. And even though it's based off of Episode 3, it reminds me a lot of the small like snippet of the Clone Wars version that you see. And same thing with these side cannons here. They're black. I mean the other ones are black too, but they're different shape.
Different design.
Yeah. The wings themselves over here. The wings themselves look really familiar with a couple of different design changes. It's the back of the wing though that has the most of them because the 2020
Try to flip it. Yeah, flip it up like
the
that.
2020 version uses the new Nexonite shield for that shape that the older one wasn't able to do. Okay, my right hand here is shaking a lot. And the
You're cramping your hand. There. Do it like a normal person, you won't have that problem. The this is different.
yeah, this one doesn't have the modified 1x2 tiles like this one does.
This when you say this one, you gotta call it out because people that are listening don't know what you're talking about. So the new one doesn't have.
The new one has the 1x2 modified plates, while the old 2014 one does not.
There you go.
Now I'm gonna try and get this angle here at the bottom. So if you look, or if you're listening to me, the 2014 one, okay, it doesn't want to zoom
What are you
in.
trying to show?
The bottom of the cockpit, but it doesn't,
Hold on. There you go.
like, right there, yeah. You could see how it's a whole bunch of different colors and it's not as well rounded off as the new 2021 because they didn't have the specific piece.
You're talking about this piece. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about
I gotta do this. I gotta do this with this. Where's it at? Here.
right here.
Okay.
Yeah, right below the cockpit.
Okay. Gotcha.
The Although there are a lot of similarities, like the other side where R2 doesn't go, they both use a 2x4 light bluish gray tile to cover it off. And they use the same design here on the back to open and close the cockpit.
It looks like there's a color difference too in the thrusters. Am I seeing that wrong, or is that just the lighting?
Yeah, that's just. Oh, wait.
Because one of them looks more blue and the other one looks more green.
Yeah, the older one actually does use a darker blue. You could see it way better on the camera.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, what? Yeah, the older one uses a darker blue, but for some reason on the camera, the newer one looks like the darker blue. That's weird. But interesting. So, let's set them down here and open them up. So, the interior of the older one is way more detailed than the newer one. And there's even room for Anakin's lightsaber inside of this one.
And that's the 2014.
Yeah, the older 2014 one.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about the figure later, so I might as well take him out. Oh. while the newer one here has a less detailed but more accurate sitting position for Anakin. And the little control area is a small little 1x2x2 third area, 1x2 slope. I'm just gonna say that. The brick link terms are too big for me, but a little tile here that is not printed, by the way. That is a sticker. I was all over the place on that one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but just in case, both of them use this TIE fighter piece to make the illusion that the front of the cockpit is there. And now I'm gonna move over to the figures if I could take them out and stuff. Yeah, and the newer one, in the newer 2021, it's hard to get Anakin out of the cockpit here. After the minifigures, I'm gonna talk about the stickers, and that'll be it. So first, let's talk about these Anakins. The new Anakin is on the left side of the screen, and the old Anakin's on the right side of the screen. So
One looks like a redhead, and the other one looks like he's got brunette hair.
yeah, so the older one is more accurate to the Revenge of the Sith version of Anakin. The torso and body print and leg print just looks more accurate, and the hair color is actually darker than the newer one.
Yeah, the newer one looks like Anakin's been to the beach and his hair got bleached or something.
Yeah, sorry, the this Anakin here, the older one, his eyebrows are also bigger. If that's the right thing, but if that's the right thing to say, but his eyebrows are more dark, they're bigger, and they're more obvious to see than the newer Anakin. Although, this Anakin, if you don't have the dual Mustafar set, this is a good figure to get for that duel if you're gonna make one. See how close I could get here.
Right there.
That's nice, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, something else that's interesting, his hand here. Yeah. On camera it looked brown, but it is black, just like the other one. Okay, now it looks more of a black. And like my dad pointed out, the hair is more of a brown than it is the dark brown. Both R2s are the exact same, but I'm gonna point out the fact that the left one is the new one and the right one is the old one, just so then you could see how pretty much the same these two R2s are.
Awesome. Well, that is it for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you haven't registered yet for our LEGO giveaway, we give away a Star Wars microfighter every 50 subs. You can subscribe here on YouTube. If you're on Rumble or on the podcast or watching us on Twitch, you can go to sithandbricks.com/contest to register. And we are also, please like and subscribe, and
I would like to thank everybody so much for watching. Good night.